Flash issue 58. Joshua Williamson writing, Rafa Sandoval on the art. This is the first time we've seen him do Flash specifically. So very different looking Flash issue compared to what we're
Very
used
different, but I don't know if that's necessarily bad or
No,
good.
not necessarily.
There are points where I think it's bad, like
I agree.
The credits page.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with his chest? Like, seriously.
Let me find it. Hold on. I will say, like, bizarrely, I think though the only complaints I have about the art is sometimes Flash himself when he's, like you say, the credits page.
Bulky.
Yeah. When he's doing some of these like kind of angular, like, he's Flash is running towards the camera as it were, so it's like a sort of extreme angle on him.
Honestly, I think he looks kind of too bulky throughout. Flash should be, he's a runner. He should be quite lean. Whereas he's so muscular. Like, there's a couple of pages after that. It's after he stops the train. And he's holding the prisoner up, and he's like, I'm going to take you to the police station.
Yeah.
The pose he's in, if I didn't know better, I'd say he used that Liefeld Captain America cover as as the base.
That's a John Cena pose. Like,
yeah, he's very bulky. No, there's no denying that. What's funny is I actually really like the art. Otherwise, though, like I think all the surroundings. I like how they're in a different country, so it feels different to all the other art we've had up until this point.
Well, I like the way that he draws motion too, though. Like Sandoval, it looks
sure,
like
yeah.
When that page where Flash gets hit by one of the
and his lips are all
the lips are all puckered out, yeah.
It looks real good, like and when he runs through to save people from the rubble, there's a sense of motion in there that I just really like.
It is really conflicting because I do like almost all of it. It's just the Flash that I dislike, which is kind of a problem in a Flash.
In the Flash,
yeah. So they're in Benizia on this Force quest looking for Force clues.
Which do you guys know where that's from? Why that's kind of familiar?
I actually
is
don't.
It familiar to you guys?
I'm sure you're going to tell me though.
Yeah. So Johnny Thunder, that's where he was taken to be bonded with the Thunderbolt.
Oh, cool.
As Badanesia. So there's a history with lightning in this place, and so the fact that we have these artifacts in this, old church that seem to be what's the word I'm looking for? Imbued with force powers.
Yeah,
I like that.
And you've got this Gemini pair trying to find artifacts to steal power from them. And what's interesting is by the end of it, basically Barry is convinced by Iris that he should just sort of forget the Gemini kids and just sort of no, we should continue on the quest. That's more important. But they're actually going to pursue Flash because they kind of want his power. They're like, no, we can feed off of him.
They haven't felt like this in years.
Yeah.
Based off the Speed Force. So, also, I was promised a lot of gorillas in this issue, and I didn't get any gorillas until the last issue, and it was sad gorillas.
Last page.
So I feel robbed. Yeah,
I mean,
last.
There's lots of gorillas there.
Yeah, but not like the cover. Like I'm tired of this trope of comic covers lying to me.
That is pretty misleading. Yeah.
Yeah,
like, I expected Gorilla City in here, and I'm not mad that we're in this different place, but
I will say that it is misleading. I'm not arguing that, but it's actually better than some comics where at least it appears by the end.
Yeah. It feels like that's the cover for the next issue.
It does. That happens a lot in comics. I've noticed though, is that I feel that a lot. I dig that Iris has like goggles because she's running around with the Flash a lot, so she just got them ready to go at any point at goggle time. So they end up, going to Gorilla City, and they find that all the gorillas are dead. Well, I don't know if it's all the gorillas in Gorilla City, but certainly in this place.
But enough.
At the very least, one faction of gorillas is dead.
Yeah, there's been a massacre has taken place. So, no, super interesting. No, I'm digging the bonding between Barry and Iris. I'm digging them being a team in this.
Yeah. I mean, this is the whole Force Quest stuff where Barry's explaining, each of these forces deals with something else that you wouldn't think. Like the Sage Force deals with empathy, and the Strength Force deals with the gravitational pull.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So I wonder by the end what we're going to find out about the Speed Force.
Yeah. I will say I did think the issue was a little bit overwritten and it was a bit clunky in places.
I'm
Compared
just used to that with Williamson. Like at this point, that's his style.
No, it's fair. It felt a bit more egregious than usual to me, and also I don't like the calling them all Force users. What is that? What they call them? Just we're looking for Force users.
Oh sure, yeah. Actually, do you know what I really liked though? There's a little point at the start when he's chasing the purse snatcher. I like this, like, we're in a different place where there's a lot of foot traffic, so instead of, usually he has so much room to, like, just go around cars and stuff, but going through a crowd and, like, a marketplace like that was actually, like, something he had to think about differently. I like that.
I was really glad Iris went, what took you so long? Because during this I was like, this seems to be taking a while just to catch a person. I know it's different, but even so, it felt like it was taking longer than I would have expected. So, but then it got addressed. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go on then.
And he's been polite. That's the point.
I love that. That's such a Barry Allen thing, and him not wanting to eat at the local places. Like, hey, so like, how are you running to Central City? Get my favorite burger
also,
and be back.
I like the touch that he knows he can take it well because it's just a purse snatcher. He knows he's going to get to him. He's not going to get away, right? Even at like a hundredth of his speed, he's going to get to the purse snatcher.
It's true. Yeah.
All right, let's rate Flash then. What are you giving it, Matt?
Oh, this was a 7.5. I mean, it was pretty decent, but it had some issues.
Cool. Connor?
Yeah, I'm giving it a straight 7. It's mostly solid, but a couple of clunky bits of dialogue and then just the Flash not looking that good.
Yeah, I really like the direction it's going in. But I suppose it is just about a 7.5 overall. But I feel really good about what it's doing. If that makes any sense. So I feel really positive even though I'm only giving it a 7.5.